This is Broken to Brave, Episode 2, number 4 on the list, Felt the Pain. It didn't take me long to realize that those first 3 steps were the easy part. Identifying the problems clearly wasn't going to be enough. I had to figure out how to heal lifelong trauma. I started reading the book We by Gillian Anderson and Jennifer Nadel and attempted to begin the real work. It was time to feel the pain. I journaled. I walked. I cried a lot. I kept going back to bed, but not as often and not for as long. The pain was excruciating. This step sucked. It sucked bad. I carried so many toxic people around with me, and they were heavy and destroying me, even though they had physically left years ago. I was angry at myself for letting them have access, for not leaving sooner, for not protecting my husband and daughter from them, for not wasting my adult years letting their behavior keep me from living my life. I was stuck. No, I was paralyzed. I hated myself and fully believed that everyone would be better off if I died. I begged God to just let me die in my sleep. Hadn't I suffered enough? I have to feel it again? Why do I continually have to suffer because people were cruel? I highly doubted any of my abusers were losing sleep over what they did to me. I had spent my life holding the pain at bay, and now the only path to freedom and healing was to allow the feelings to come. The only problem with that path was the terror that consumed me. What if I let the pain wash over me and it destroys me? What if I can't recover? I took thousands of deep breaths during this phase and grounded myself and felt the pain a little bit at a time until I learned to let go. Sometimes bravery is pushing through the pain. Episodes of Broken to Brave are released every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you so much for listening and for joining me on this journey of healing and growth. If you want to go deeper into this story and hear it from a spouse's perspective, my husband and I have a Patreon-only show where we have an extended, behind-the-scenes discussion of every episode, which also posts twice a week. Here's a sample of the Patreon-only show. So I had agoraphobia and really bad social phobia, social anxiety, and while we were living in Minneapolis, and so right before the night before I'm supposed to go to this therapist, or a couple nights or whatever, we're at Lund's at this grocery store, and Rob says, well, cross the street. You go across the street and order the bagels. And
a simple request. And
come right back. Like, I'm going to watch you. You're going to be totally fine.
Right there.
I can see you. You can see me. Everything's okay. But you were like trying to do like tough love or something. Like you were trying to like not enable me. And so I walk across the street and I go to open the door and it's locked. And there's a guy mopping.
Yep.
An old man mopping. And I almost went catatonic because I was like, oh my God, So I go to the therapist for the first time. I meet her and I'm telling her this story. And I was like, just as an example, this just happened. I can't describe to you how much I love this woman. But she looked at me and she said, what, do you think he's talking about you over dinner with his family? And I said, yeah,
right.
Because I, honest to God, of course I did. And she looked at me and she said, oh, honey, you're not that interesting. And I've never wanted to hug a person so much in my freaking life. But she seriously.
It's something that we quote often because it still happens.
It was so important for me because my whole life with them nitpicking every breath I took, every single thing I did, it was like, please tell me it's not important. Please tell me no one's looking.
Yeah,
please tell me it was just them.
For them, they would walk in the other room and talk about it.
And they would tell me. To hear the rest of this episode and get other exclusives, become a patron to Broken to Brave at patreon.com. You can also follow my blog at brokentobrave.com for even more insights and engaging content. Links are in the show notes. Broken to Brave is a production of Southgate Media Group, hosted and written by me, Martha Southgate. Thank you so much for listening. Now go do something brave.